Can we talk about the class? How has it been? Tian, Suleiman, Derunke. Do you guys mind sharing your experience at this with challenges or the learning process? How has it been? What challenge are you facing or are you faced with? Or what challenge have you been able to overcome? I mean, let's talk about the good and the bad side of it. Everything. Because I need to know how far you guys have gone. Who want to go first?
For me, the class has been going fine.
Okay. So you
Just
satisfied
like
with it? You satisfied with the class?
yes, just like
All
the
right.
English say, more practice.
Okay. How often do you practice?
Um, not as often, like maybe one or twice a week before the class. Then if there's an
Okay.
assignment.
Okay.
So basically, we are just learning more of the tools and the properties, but like using them more often.
Yeah.
So we discuss it. Just have not fully taken it. The recording has not been made available. That's the issue.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's fine. That's fine. Aki, do you want to say something?
So the classes have been going well. The issue I have is more personal because I'm not so good with this. This is just something I'm learning for the first time, so it's new to me. Some of the things I'm learning are a bit abstract, but I'm happy
Okay.
that I've been able to make some progress. For example, yesterday there were quite a lot of things which I didn't understand about Figma, which I understood from yesterday's class. I got help from the instructor and even from uh, another student. Yes,
Oh,
so
lovely.
it's
Lovely.
going so far so good. Yesterday was the best for me, anyways. But
All
I
right.
hope I hope it will be better.
All right. I mean, that's a good that's a good feedback. So maybe to add to what you're saying, to add to what you're saying, I mean, there's always a first time of trying something. And I know a lady who, when she started this course, it was abstract, like, more like she had the same experience as you. She was not even into tech, like she did not even know anything like UI, UX, graphics, did not know anything front, did not even know anything about tech, and it was a bit difficult for her. But I mean, I was glad to see her progress recently and what she has been able to do. I mean, there are certain things that can help you achieve, there are certain things that can help you achieve this thing. What I always tell people is, I have a roadmap that I can guide you through in 6 months. If you follow that roadmap, believe in me, there's no job role that you cannot pick up. Maybe I can share the roadmap with you after this class. That may help you, yeah. Or maybe I
That would
can
be
even
very
share with
wonderful. I really appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah, if you can stick to that roadmap, if you can stick to it, I mean, I use it on my mentorship group, on one of the mentorship group I belong, and one of the mentors shared with, and I felt I can share with you. I didn't write it, but I mean, when I look at the roadmap, I know it is very profound, and I mean, any of you that follow that roadmap, there's no way that you cannot be good. Let's say from now to like September, you will be definitely, and it's updated roadmap, so you definitely make good impact if you follow that roadmap. And it's very easy to follow, so just carefully follow. It's like a slide, but it's quite profound. But I mean, if you follow the roadmap, it will. Another thing I can do for you guys is for you guys to organize them. a how do I call it, and a meeting with some of these guys I'm speaking with. I actually sent once a guy, one of the man is a very experienced man, a message to see if he could come jump on a call with you guys one of these days. He's a British guy and he's very good in UI UX. He's an experienced UX. He run a company. He owns a company that is into UI UX. So I try to speak with him to know his availability. So it will not just be your set alone. So that can also help you to prepare for your career in the long run. But obviously we are going to have him this year to come speak with us. So if we can have a couple of those in the mentorship group, it will help you guys. But the thing is, you can only learn as much as you can, and the mentor can only teach you as much as they can. But all these things totally depend on your commitment and your willingness to grow and learn. So what our advice is dedicate at least dedicate at least a couple of hours a day to do one or two things, no matter how busy you are. Excuse me, please here. Then try as much as possible to I always said was don't at this stage of your life, don't really try to create something new. Clone. Do more of cloning. Do more of cloning. Clone as much as you can. I don't know if you know of mobbing. I don't know any of you know of mobbing. Mobbin. Have you heard of mobbing? Okay, I don't think any of you have heard of mobbing. Okay, so mobbing is a plugin on Figma. And it's also a site, so you can go in there and copy some user flow. It's paid one, but they are free one as well. I'm using the free one because I don't really use it so much. So if you go there, you can see a user flow, copy out that user flow. They'll do some user flow for you. Try as much as possible to duplicate those user flows. As much as you can, keep duplicating the user flow. And you'll be shocked at the level of progress you've made. Do the same thing. Just keep replicating that screen. Don't do something fresh. Just replicate a particular screen. Copy them. So imagine you are doing 2 screens per day, 2 screens per day. In 30 days, you've done 60 screens. And if you do that for 1 month, give yourself 1 month, or you do 3 screens per day, 3 screens completed per day. In 30 days, you've done 90 screens. There's no way you will do 90 screens very well, and you will not be confident with designing yourself. There's no way. I can assure you that when I'll beat my chest. There's no way that you work on 90 screens and you will not be able to achieve something. At the end of it, you know your strength. Is that okay? A minute, please. A minute. My son just taking. Then come, come. Yeah. Shut the door after you, Zen. Bye. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So, so there's no way you will be duplicating screens by yourself, and you won't be able to do whatever project you want to do. So it's very easy. And also you have to set a target, a clear target for yourself by September 2023 or sorry 2025. I want to be able to be a good designer who knows how to have a goal, have a clear cut vision. People don't know that works. It also works when you're learning any new skill. Set a goal, set a goal for yourself. Then once you've done that, volunteer in other projects, volunteer in joining people to work. I mean, I always have some jobs that I always have some jobs that I do, and sometimes I will drop on the group people to join, and people will volunteer to join. We don't pay you for that, but at least there's no way you cannot work on those real-time projects and you'll not make money from it. Sorry, and you'll not get good experience from it, and you can also add it to your portfolio. whatever project I work with my team, I always tell with any of the students, I will tell them you are free to add it to your portfolio because you work on it as well. So Aki, feel free to always come in if you need help, but I'll try and share this how do I call it, roadmap with you, and anybody that needs it, since it's not done by the academy, I cannot post it on the community. But if you ever need it, come on my DM, I'll send it to you.
I'll be sure to remind you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So any other person, what's the experience like? Because I don't want to be sure we're on the same page, everyone. Any other person want to say something? Anyone want to say something? That means we are all good, right?
Yes, we are good.
Okay.
Not really.
Um,
I see we are all good, but we are learning.
all right. Okay, what's your challenge? Let's talk about it.
Auto-responsive. And Madam Oge said I can always slide into her DM.
Yeah,
So,
we spoke about it yesterday. She said that this morning, right? That she said that she told you guys you can always come on our DM to, yeah. So in terms of auto-responsive, I mean, I realized that that's more like the most common challenge for beginners when it comes to learning. But it's also one of the simplest part of design when you crack the code. So sometimes you learn over time and it's not some no matter how we try to teach you, some of those things when you work two, three, four designs, four, five designs, you realize that oh, so this is really how to do it. So relax. Just when you work, whenever you have challenge, sliding, I can also help. But I can't take auto responsive again today. But however, you can also check on you can also I can check some materials online and share with you as well, videos that you can look at it that maybe they would help. But I mean, the best thing you can always do is to keep as you work on those projects, you realize that you learn more and you understand, you crack the code. Once you crack that code, you'll be able to how do I call it? You'll be
okay,
able
sir.
to know it, yeah. But I mean, even if you have any challenge, slide in and we're gonna help you. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any
All
other
right.
person?
Thank you, sir.
Any other person? Okay. So I can also show you guys I can also guide you guys on there are some places you can also um take some free courses for you can also take some free courses online. I actually more like maybe on the class or on if you're interested, whoever interested, I can share a link with you and I can share a link with you where you can take some free course, maybe one I know of one where you can take a free course and it can help you maybe in a long to build your to more like it's not they are not really doing much of training, but they tell you about how to start a career and how to excel in the UI UX, right? Anybody, if you're interested, I can always share that with you. Is that all right? A minute, please. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, you can hear me.
All right, thank you. So, what else? I'll just share the link. Maybe I should let me drop the link on this chat because any you can copy it out, guys, if you want to. This might be helpful to some of you. That might be helpful for some of you guys. All right. So what else again? Because I just want to make sure I attend all the question before I talk about your project and how we are going to work together. Any other person with question? How has it been so far? I know some people just joined. So what we literally today what we've been doing is to see how we can address certain questions. Then I give some provision some is mentorship advice. Then we talk about our project at towards the end of it. Also, I'll talk about how to carry out research so that because in your project you definitely need to do research. So anybody with any challenge so far, how has the class been so far? So should I assume that we are good so that I can go to maybe talk about your project, then tell you how to conduct research? Guys, should I assume we are all good?
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please your name and you proceed.
Okay, this is Shedrack, sir.
All right, Shedrack, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you, sir. Well, so far I've not really had any. Okay, with yesterday's class, I was able to understand responsiveness, even though I've not really practiced it yet. But so far, I've been able to carry out two successful designs, and I've shared
Amazing.
them.
Amazing. That's nice.
Yes, sir. So I'm I'm going to be implementing the responsiveness I learned yesterday. So the class have been amazing. It has been wonderful.
Okay.
But yes, thank you very much, sir. So I'm going to implement the class I learned yesterday, responsiveness. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. Thank you very much for that feedback. So just for your information, guys, for your advice or knowledge, I think that's the right word to use. Realize that you cannot learn this thing by not practicing. So whatever you learn every time, go back and practice this immediately because it will help you. So that's my humble advice for anyone. Whatever you've learned, make sure you practice it because I mean you sincerely you cannot really learn it by not practicing. You have to practice. You have to practice. And the more you practice, the better for you. All right. So if that being said and done, anyone here on this call who does not have any group, anyone on this call who does not belong to a group, you've not been assigned any group because we are starting our project. We are starting our project from Monday. I'm expecting every one of you to know what the group you belong to. Anyone you does not belong to any group, okay. So good thing is now we everybody have their group they belong to. Okay. All right, so that's fine then. If everybody have their group they belong to, we can talk about We can talk about the group project then. So let's look at group 4. Am I on group 4? Let's look at group 4. Let me just open up group 4. Group 4. What's group 4 again? All right, so group 4. If you're on group 4, you are here on this call. Can I see your hands up, please? Or can you just identify how many of people on the group chat? Can you write the group you belong to? Yeah, in group 4. Can you just drop on the chat the group you belong to? Okay. Amazing. Okay. Why am I just having one person? Okay, group 5, group 4, Afric something. Both of them has Afric on it. So you need to know the group 5. Check your community. You know what group you belong to. Afric for the group 4. Afric Foodie. Both of you guys have Afric. The idea is okay, don't worry, I'll explain that later. Akin. Oh, Akin, you want to say something? Please go ahead. Or is it Charles? Somebody want to say something? Whoever wants your hand is up, Aki, if your hand is up, do you want to say something? Hello, guys. Please, if you want to say something, Akin, go ahead. Or lower. All right, so let's talk about group 4. So the idea of the group project, like I always tell all the students is not to see how good you are. The idea of the group project is to make sure that you put what you've learned into practice. And you cannot put what you've learned into practice by just how do I call it? By just learning. You have to practice it. So I'm going to share my screen immediately. Group screen too. Yeah. Let me know after you've seen my screen, guys. Are you guys seeing my screen? Yeah. So for those in group 4, the idea is this is when you work in any office, this is how you are going to get project. This is called project brief. In Just see this as a class as well, by the way, because in most case you would have the project brief like this, like what I sent to you, where they have already conducted they have already tell you the goal of the project, what they want to achieve, the users itself, the owner of the project owner, like the project manager and everything. They'll tell you this is the overview. They'll tell you this the goal. They tell you what they want to do. They'll tell you everything. In some case, you will not have it this way. So now in this case, this is how you have your project. They came to you, they say, they've already conducted the more like the primary research already, and they know the gap in the market. So the overview is AfriFood is a mobile application designed to connect users with African cuisine, providing options for ordering. Take note of this. You must always read between lines. Option for ordering from restaurants, discovering traditional recipes, and accessing local street vendors. So whoever in this group, you should know that your application should make sure you have these features: ordering food, more like discovering traditional recipe, like looking for food, search for food, and then accessing local food vendors. I mean, there have to be an option for people to come in, and a platform where you have all the local food vendors. Now, the step one, these are the steps. I tried to make sure that I made the project very easy for the brief, so easy for you guys. First of all, to define your research goals. So first, understand user behavior and preference when ordering or discovering product. So you must first to understand who your users are. Then identify their pain point in existing food delivery, and this. You must try this develop feature that enhances convenience, cultural, ensure seamless navigation. So this is just a step. This is your first step. Once you've figured out, this is more like um your research step, and more like, yeah, your first step. After you've done, you have to conduct your research, and it's very easy. And I only want your research has to be done with two things: user interview. Conduct at least 10 interview with food lovers, restaurants and owners and vendors. So you have to conduct it. You guys have to do your interview. The others said did it. It's very easy to do interviews. Then you conduct surveys. So you have to send out surveys, and I want to have one on more than 100 respondents. So if you guys are in five in the group, that means you should send it, do a broadcast, or you can draft a broadcast, and maybe do it for and share, and maybe a team leader can draft the broadcast and give to your team to send like a broadcast to people. Okay, I'm working on a project that has to do with this. Please, can you help me take some survey and fill out this survey? It could be 1 minute, could be 2 minutes, and beg the people, plead with them, they should fill out this survey for you. Then once you've done that, you have to check who are your competitors. Who are your competitors? Understand who your competitors are. Then once you know who your competitors are, then you do usability testing. Yeah, yeah, this will be after you. This one will be to do this one. You can skip this one because you may not get a full type, but until after you've done your prototype. So once you've done your this one, I can tell you should come back to this one later. You guys should take note. This usability testing, you may always come back to it after you've done this, and because you may not design your screen first. This one has to be done after you design your screen. So after you've done this before, then you can now come back to do your usability testing after you've done your screen. So I may say you should skip it at the moment and you come back for it. But then after you discover your step two, your step three is to identify user pain points and need. So I actually gave you guys a guide here already. Limited availability of African dishes on mainstream food apps. Lack of this one. I solved your step three for you guys already. If you're in group three, if you're in group four, please take note of this idea because your pain point has already been identified. But all I want you to do is to carry out research, surveys, and interview. Do this part, do it for me, because we have to be sure that this our pain point. It's really it's really reflecting on the survey and interview that you guys are conducting. Is that okay? Okay. I believe it's okay because I'm not hearing any voice. Yeah. So once your step three, your pain point have been identified already. Your user need, we've already identified this, but I want you guys to conduct a survey so that we can back it up with this to be sure that it's really a problem, because a client can come to you and tell you this is this is the problem I'm trying to solve, but in real sense they did not carry out research, so they don't know if that is true or not. I want you guys to conduct the research. You can use Google Forms. Google Form is the cheapest one for you, so you don't have to pay for it. Google Form, carry out that survey. At least more than 100 people should fill out the survey, and you can run analysis on it and see if it reflects this problem. Once you guys have done that, this step 3, once you guys, if you do the step 2 well, it will solve this step 3. It will, and it reflects with what I have in my step 3. Then you can now move to your step 4. Are you guys there? Step 4 is to develop a user persona. Yeah, I need 3 user personas from you guys, and it has to be this person. It may choose to change the name, but that has to be a home chef. That has to be a busy professional and a food vendor. You know why we choose 3 of these people? Food vendor is a seller. This is a buyer, and this is the person that cooks. So you should be able to have a persona that will address these 3 people. You can brainstorm with your team. ChatGPT may be able to help you, or AI may be able to help you. I'm just saying you should be able to come up with something, draft something, discuss something, and see if it works. But my advice is don't copy ChatGPT verbatim, because you will not be real. It will show. I will know, by the way. I will know, yeah. Then once you've done that, you go to your step 5. This is where you start your design. Sorry, you discuss your ideas, what you figured out based on what you got from your feedback. Were they real? Like, what happened? You now begin to discuss how your screen's going to be, ideas, and prioritize some features. So I've already given you guys about 5 features that should be. These are not the only, but these are the should be features on that it must have. This is a must have. It's called must have. Your application must have these features, which is smart search. You'll be able to search by dish, ingredients, restaurant. However, you should be able to search by location, get food suggestion based on location. So let's say if I'm in Lagos, I should be able to they should be able to recommend amala, bakery, all those for me. If I'm in Calabar, I should be able to get afang in Dikang Atama. Yeah, if I'm in is it in maybe Anambra, maybe I think it's bit leaf, or all the stuff, should be able to recommend based on location, but not limited to the location. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? If you're on that group, feel free to unmute and respond to me, please. Ask question whenever you don't understand. Then educational section where you have to teach people on some people can come in and maybe want to know how to cook, maybe amala. You can see recipe, cooking tips for people that just love cooking. Then there should be a payment option at the point of ordering. There should be a good payment option. Then user review and rating. They should be able to rate the maybe a particular vendor, be able to rate a particular chef, be able to rate a particular food. But this is an application. Take notes, not a website. This is a must have. There are other things like support, helpline, account, all those ones. You can choose to have an account. You can choose to, those ones are not a must have, but these ones are a must have. So you can add other features at your time, depending on how you guys want to work. Then step 6, wireframing. After you guys have identified all the screens that you need on your application, you now have to start designing, wireframing and prototyping. My candid advice would be that you guys, after you guys have done this, this is how it will work for you guys. At this step 5, when you get to this step 5, all of you should go out and write possible screens that will be available on your application. When you've written out the possible screen that will be available that you guys will need, come in and have a meeting together, like maybe one of the evening, have a meeting with your mentor. You guys will now choose, okay, this one send out this compile, this one compile. We now combine all this and see which one we can eliminate and which one we can adopt. It's called adoption and elimination. We eliminate some, adopt some, whichever one works fine. We don't that we feel no, it's not necessary. We take it off. Then once you've done that, you now create a low fidelity wireframe using Figma. Ensure intuitive navigation and ability. Da, 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 da. After you've done that, now we can now go back to conduct usability testing. Remember when I say you should skip this one? when I told you guys to skip whether usability testing in step 1, I said skip this first. Where was it? Sorry, this one. I said skip this first in step 2 because we will still come back to it. So you now, once you've done this, you now have to conduct usability testing with your prototype, where we now do usability testing and we get to know how users interact with our product before you guys now present your final screen. Is that okay? So your possible screens would be, I think, funny enough, I even went ahead to do possible screen for you guys. You guys have, I think I even made you guys lazy in this group. See your possible screens already. Onboarding screen, home screen, showcasing featured meal, vendors, trending African dishes, search and filter screen, restaurant, vendors profile screen, recipe and cooking guide. See, guys, I think we've already made this work so easy for you guys. We even choose color for you guys. I've done this already. Okay, well, in most cases, you always have this from your brand. They will tell you their color. So, assuming they have given you their brand color, that was what we did here. So, guys, group 4, you guys don't have any excuse. Your project is already out, and project should be seamless. So, your project should be seamless. We would I'll be assigning a mentor to you guys. Your mentor is Oge. Oge and Sumto. Okay, Shedra, go ahead, ask a question.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I'm not in group 4, sir, but I just wanted to ask.
Okay.
With all these procedures and steps you've showed, is it possible we have like our seniors, the people ahead of us, is it possible we have like maybe their past work so that we see how they arrange their work, starting from their research, how they aligned their research, what they got, how they, gave the tables and everything, so that we can follow it as a guide to create ours? I don't know if it's
I,
possible.
I can share some of the research projects I've worked on for you to see how to do it. And some of them that they worked on, that's not a problem. You can always come on your group. I can share with you guys if you want to see what others did, how to present your research, how to create your. I mean, that's not a challenge. If you need it, just let me know. I can always share with you guys. Yeah. So
Okay. Thank
I
you,
mean,
sir.
yeah. So yeah. So what I'm expecting you guys to do, on this call would be, how many are we? I would like to think. I would like to. Okay. What I'm expecting you guys to do is that I would Okay. Sorry. I don't want to present this now. Sorry about that. What I'm expecting you guys to do, just before this call, and I will break you guys into groups. Actually, you guys will go and have a breakout meeting on your group, and you come back and meet me here to discuss on the way forward. For group four, your mentor is okay, and she will be supported by Sumto. Oops, by Sumto. So I've added that to your group now for group 4. Oge is your mentor and supported by Sumto. Yeah. So anyone with question, I think I shared this thing on the group already. Also, endeavor to whoever is the group lead, whoever lead this group, I'll give you access to free Figma where you can more like invite other people. As you know, if you cannot invite people to work on the same project if you don't, excuse me, please, if you don't have a premium account, right? So I will convert your account to premium for you for this project, and I think it lasts for 2 years or so. So that's one of the advantage of leading a group, because one, you have to be able to invite your colleague to join your project. You guys need to work on the same screen. So we are not working individually, we're working on the same workspace. So whoever is leading the team would have access to that. Then also that's the person that we always call to ask questions and know the updates. But as much as possible, that's the person that also tell us who is not involved and who is involved in every project. So guys, any question on it before I move to group 5? Okay. All right, so group 5, let's go to your project and see what we can do. Group 5, if so, someone asked a question, Africa. So the reason why we had to do Africa and everything is because we want to solve problem in Africa. Our market is Africa. So whatever thing we are doing, we are addressing an issue in Africa. That's the goal of our project. So we have to solve a problem that relates to people in Africa. So whenever you see all the things we are doing from day one, all the projects I've been doing have been solving a problem in Africa. So guys, for this already well, for those in group 5, this is already well explaining kind of is a mobile platform designed to connect small scale farmers with buyers directly. So we are trying to connect small scale farmers with buyers, reducing reliance on middlemen. It's a problem. So we have to solve this problem. Okay, so understand the challenge faced by small scale farmers in selling their produce, identify pain points in current agricultural supply chains, develop solutions to enhance accessibility, transparency, efficiency, ensure ease of use for farmers with limited digital literacy. So the first thing is conduct user research, the same process we are going to follow. Speak with 15 plus small scale farmers and buyers to understand their needs. Surveys, collect responses from at least 100 users across different agricultural regions. Competitors analysis. This particular group would be a bit challenging because you may not know where farmers are, but it's okay. I'll show you how to simulate those things and get your farmers. So I will show you guys how to do that, because I'm the one mentoring this particular group. I'm a mentor assigned to group 5. So I will show you guys how to do that we can work together at our time. Then for competitors analysis, we know what to do. We're just going to work together as a team. Then for group 4, sometimes if there's something very interesting that I want to do and I see it and I discover that it will be helpful for all of you, I can create an urgent call like I normally do like I did with other sets. You can maybe one of the Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on, we can just have an urgent call. Let's jump on a call. I want to show you guys how to do something, and we have a catch up, show you how to do this. We run it together so you can also put it on your group. I mean, sometimes if you have any need, but reach out to your mentor first, like, okay, she's the one for group 5 this part in this time. Reach out to her before you reach out to me first, please. Your mentor is your first point of call before me. It is when you feel she's not responding, but she will definitely respond. I can assure you that one before you can reach out to me. Then where are we? So usability testing, the same procedure. Then you identify your pain point. Farmers struggle to access buyers and fair price. This is a pain point. High dependency on middlemen reduces profit for farmers. Lack of transparency in pricing and logistics. Yeah, we've done that. What the users need, a direct platform to sell produce at fair market rates. So this is almost like an e-commerce platform. But what we are doing is for farmers where they come in and sell their products. People come in and buy their products. So we are going to solve local language. There are so many issues. So we have John, the small scale farmer. If you are in group 5, look at this. We have John, the small scale farmer. We have Amina, a bulk buyer. We have Peter, logistic provider. these are the people these are the 3 people that will be using our platform. So we have to make sure we address these 3 people on our personals. Then after we've done that, we do our ideas. We talk about our farmer our product, direct farmers to buyers listing. So farmer can showcase their produce with images and pricing, real-time pricing dashboard. So market trends, demands inside there. So you can see the price, multi-language support. So you can, when you're signing up, we have to see and choose what language you want. So on your sign up, I mean, our onboarding will be very intuitive to make sure that we address this issue from beginning. So guys, when we are doing it, like when you're signing up for the platform, you have to choose your preference, select your preference. Take note of that. I always say, whenever after every of the step, once you get to step 5, you guys have to be so serious because this is what determines how your screen is going to be, how your process flow is going to be. So in step 5, so first of all, if we need direct farmer to buyer listing, that means they have to be a platform where user will list their product, right? Then you have to be a real-time pricing. So if a price change, because in terms of farming, prices change. Like the way you buy 20 liters of red oil in the morning may not be the same in the evening. I don't know how that market is that volatile, but that's almost how it is. So it has to be real-time and changes in price. They have to reflect multi-language support for those who cannot read English. There should be an option for that. Yeah, in as much as you're going to work on English, but there should be an option where you can come in and scroll to choose what language you want to. All right. Then secure payment option, support for mobile money, bank transfer, cash on delivery, yeah. Rating and review, logistic integration, where you can connect farmers with transport providers. Those are farmers in the village that they need transport providers. So there can be an option where someone will come in and sign up as a logistic provider. Please take note of this, guys. Then wireframing and prototyping. Please give me a sec. Let me see if I can call Olga to join this call. Because I would love her to be on the breakout meeting I'm going to have in the next few minutes. All right. So once we've done that, a minute, please. Hiya. Okay, are you all right? Good afternoon, yeah. So I was just wondering if you can join the call because I'm trying to break students into group and I feel I wanted to mentor group 4. So I'm doing a breakout session, but so I just wanted to have a catch up with them. But if that's not fine, but you can arrange a catch up with them at your convenience. You step out already, right? Yeah. I don't know if it's up to 10 members, but I don't think it's up to 10 members. I think there are 5. Is okay, maybe I'm also part of the group and you too, so all together it may not be up to 10. If you can, because I'm trying to, I mean, if you're free, because I'm trying to do a breakout session with them so they can discuss with their mentors and just maybe 5-minute discussion. All right, the same link. The same group link, yeah. I can reshare the link, but if you scroll up, you should be able to find the link. Catch you. Thank you. Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So I wanted to have your mentor join this call because I want to break the group I want to break us out later so we can have a discussion with our mentors. So wireframe, we do prototyping and we can know usability testing. We know our possible screens. I've already done a couple of things for us. So possible screens and do everything and we are good. So guys, this is how the project is going to be. Is that okay? Any question before we break us out into group? Then we can come back again. Hello.
Yes, sir. We are here, sir. Please, sir, we would have access to this complete details, right? Like this whole
It's,
file.
it's already on the group. I shared on the group some times ago. It's already there.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you should, if you check that your group, you should see it. All right, Suleiman, go ahead.
So like my own question is basically on like after we doing the project, like maybe designing the application for the case study, are we going to have another case study, like the proper case study that we are going to like design for probably for portfolio sake and all of those stuff?
Yes, you would. You can choose to. So you can choose to. You can choose to build your case to customize your case study the way you want.
That will be individual.
Then individually, yeah. But in your
Okay.
presentation, this if you're based on, okay, let me take for instance, when you after you carried out your research, if you realize that your pain point and your user need was different from what this product owner sent to you, you have to update it. You have to update that initially thought this was your pain point, but it now changed. So, I mean, that is when you can, if you need the word document of this for your group, I can send it to you so you can edit it to suit you, yours, based on what you guys discovered. You understand? This is always a brief. Sometimes a product owner will come with a brief that does not really solve the problem, or that he thought that was the problem, but after everything, realized that was not what solved the problem. So it's not always accurate. That's why in the end, this is not cast in stone. Sometimes you have to figure it out yourself that, okay, we thought this was the problem, but really this wasn't the problem. The main problem was B. You understand, Suleiman?
Yes, I understand, sir.
Yeah. I'm sincerely waiting for when some you guys will ask me. I'm working on a project. Can you help me? Let me see. This is where I am right now. I noticed someone shared was it last week or so? The project working on. I was not able to open the screen, but I opened it today. I just remember now. I want to see you guys show me that you are doing something and you experience challenge and you want help. Maybe like now, like Suleiman said, after this thing, I want to see how you guys customize your portfolio yourself. I mean, you guys will present one case study, but you can choose to change it your way to suit your own after your presentation because you also have access to it. Shedrack, go ahead before I break you guys. Ask question.
Okay, I don't know if the question is meant to be asked here or privately or in the break sections. I wanted to ask
If it,
concerning the questionnaires, how do we
yeah,
generate that one? Is it that
let's well, you create a form, Google form, and ask question. I can give you a prompt on how to ask ChatGPT to give you possible questions to ask based on your based on your based on your okay, let me just show you something. See, go on ChatGPT. You guys should look at my screen. Go on ChatGPT and say upload. Click on this place where you see upload form. You can upload this document. Let me upload your group, one of the group. Text group what?
Group
Group
four,
5.
group four,
Okay.
four, four, group four.
Um, give me some survey questions based on this project brief. Give me, let's say, some survey questions based on this project brief. Let's see. You see what it's giving you, right? You see how it is, right, guys? Yeah, giving you about 25 questions. Now it's now left for you to sit down with your team and look at them. Which one? I mean, 25 questions is too much. Which one should we combine together? Which one can we remove? Which one do we need? Maybe streamline to like 10 and just see. Maybe we can take 3 from there, just see which one will solve. But these are basically what you would need based on this document that I just uploaded. Is that okay, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's very easy to do, get your, so it is now from here that you choose your questions. So how do you currently sell your farm produce? You can even do like this. You can even say include how they call it, include answer is it I'm looking for a better prompt right now. Include answer categories. See, I've actually I don't know what to call it. Something the best prompt. No, it's not. I'm looking for a prompt to use it now. Include answer. Like let's say, would you prefer? Okay, this is yes, no, maybe. Okay, that's already done that already. Oh, sorry. So I think I've even done it already. I didn't say that. Would you prefer platform? Yes, no, not sure. Okay, don't worry. I think I have to give it. I wanted to say include options. I wanted to say include options. That's already been done, right? What factor influences your decision? Price, quality, reliability. Lovely. So you guys already have that already. This is it. So I don't even need to do that prompt again. So I think that's fine. It gave us with a question to ask. So so this one would only come. This one will not come if you tried it. You don't need this. This one should come after you work on your prototype. So that means you are going to carry that research for out of the 100, maybe 40 for small scale owner, 40 for the then 20 for logistic provider because they are not the main factor. So I mean, you see how you do it now, guys. So it's quite easy to do it. Okay. Any other question? Should we break you guys to the group now? Abubakar, go ahead. If you have any question, go ahead before I'll break you guys into a group, please.
So like basically now, does this mean that our end users are going to be 3?
In this case, yes, your end users are 3. So you have 3 set. Are you in group 5?
3
Are
profiles.
you in group 5, right?
Group 4. Africa.
Okay. No, this is not for group 4. I think this is for group 5. It depends
Okay.
on. I think your even for group. I think even for group 4 to your end users is 3. Well, you can check that out as well. Maybe I can do same. Let me upload for group 5 and see what it will give us.
4.
Yeah. Do the same for this project. Brief. Let me see if it will pick this prompt. Sometimes it does. Absolutely. You see AI. These guys use Python to kill work because AI just made so many people lazy. 2, 3. So I think your end user is also more like no, your own end user is 2. Yeah. I think you guys have 2 end users. I think you guys have about 210 users. Charles, thanks for that feedback. That's how to do. That's a good prompt. So sometimes you just have to look for a good prompt to use. You just have to look for a good prompt to use, and ChatGPT will give you, or AI will give you some guide. So I always tell you, if you try to use a ChatGPT or AI, you'll be lazy if you're not smart. You end up being a very lazy person, and you discover that you won't even know anything because you will not know how to. So what I always tell people is, if you use a good prompt, look at it, try and study how it works, then use it. I mean, it's not everything. I got when I started, we did not use a ChatGPT. So I mean, we did everything ourselves. We sit down and ask questions. So the certain questions that are basic. You ask, how do you get those open-end questions and see what happens? Then see how you can relate it to narrow it down to your product. So, but just understand that you can always use ChatGPT to get some document, more like get a prompt to work on your project. So guys, I'm going to break you guys into two groups. Please, you are the one to manually join your group. So there are two groups. Group one is for group in this call now, group one is for group four and group two is for group five. So yeah, I'm not so of course I don't know everybody. I have to tell you to join your group manually by yourself. So please don't join a wrong group. If you are in group four, join group one. If you are in group five, join group two. Please. The meeting will last for about 10 minutes. Then now you guys will come back. I'm going to join group five because that's where I belong. Please, you guys should join your group now. Please, can you guys join your group? Can you guys join your group? So many people are on this call and are not joining any group. Adewara, join your group. Oluwadara, what group do you belong to? Ovi, what group do you belong to? Okay, can you join group one, please?